Good evening. We are picking up the action already underway, and nice to see you all again. It's been a week. I had a trip I had to attend to, and the trip got extended, and the trip was a very good trip. And I got back, and then work picked up a little bit, so I hadn't had the chance to sit down and do this again. But tonight, I do. Got on a little bit late. A tournament I specifically wanted to get into, the Night Owl $11 fun dollar entry fee, 2K guaranteed turbo. The action is already underway. I've had a few hands in. I'm a few hands in already. I've had some success. I am about twice the chip average, so to speak. Good evening. I had to attend to. That dead pause there was because I actually didn't think I was online for some reason. But I forgot that tonight I have a delay going on, so me actually checking out what's going on over here is probably going to be a little bit of mental disruption. I had said it before I took the break, and now I came back and I was like, why am I not online? There you go. The kid a little bit out of it tonight. But I got Billy. Tonight we're checking out Mission Street Brown Ale, the Trader Joe's brand of choice. And we are going to play a little bit of poker. I am now all officially caught up. How have you been? I will continue to chat it up as though there are folks listening. And I'm pushing these to YouTube, so there's that going on. I see the Twitters is up with the announcement. We will probably get hopefully someone soon. Let me pin that. Pooh. Good evening. Pardon me. Pardon me. I had a good trip. I had a very good trip. Now let's take a look at the pokers, shall we? Jack 8 suited under the gun. Let's check out some of the stats of what's going on here. Enough about me. Let's get to the poker. Looks like I'm facing a 2 times bet. Am I going to defend my blind with Jack 8 suited? Yes. I don't think he hit that, but I didn't really do anything to get very excited about that. So he's going to c-bet out. What am I going to do? That. And that's why you don't call that shit with Jack 8 suited. Now that the streaming is on, I will begin to play silly. Hey, one viewer, hello and good evening. You are just joining us at the Night Owl $11 2K guaranteed turbo at Carbon Poker. King 8, even for 40 tournament chips, gives that a fold. Very poor position with a very weak hand. I am shaking off some rust. I mean, Ace 9 with the button. If this folds around to me, I'm going to give this a little pop. I would like to see a flop with this very much. I'm not super excited if I see an ace. I mean, I am excited, but if someone raises this, there's a pretty good chance that they have an ace. It's certainly within the range, and that's a 5 times bet. So I really don't see this. Hello, second viewer. Good evening. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think I've been playing a little bit too loose, but I stuck a couple people and I stumbled into it. I call a 2 times bet with about 2 or 3 people ahead of me into the pot with 8-7 suited. Flop comes ace 8-7-4, so I've got the 2 pair. The guy to my right is betting at the pot, so I pop it once, and he doesn't have many chips, so he shoves. Of course, he's got the set, and of course, I get the 8 on the river. King 9 unsuited folds in the face of a raise, even though I am 1 off the button. Good evening. The stream configuration quality is excellent. I'm sure you all are happy to know that. And we are playing poker tonight. Getting the poker on. Just reset the chat channel there, so if you're in there, give us a shout. Ten-3 suited folds, even though it would have only cost 100 to see a flop. 10-3 suited. I even got to play poker over the weekend, and that was good. That was good. I did, as I usually do, I did extremely well. I was playing very, very well in a cash game right up until I spectacularly explode and gave away all the money I earned, and then some on top of that. On a very, very, very silly play on my part. I looked somebody up. I didn't believe them. They had it. They had the goods. I had something. I thought I had a completely wrong read on the situation. You know what? More often than not, when someone has the business, they have the business. It's not always a personal challenge when someone re-raises you. It's going to be important. It's going to be important. Good evening, 3 viewers. You are joining us here at the Night Owl $11. I almost played the 33 tonight, but I only played once this past 7 days while I've been on the road, so kind of easing back into it. I am going to be ramping it up here as things have worked out for the evening. Things have worked out over the last week in planning some stuff out. I will not only be going to Vegas here in a bit, I will also be going to the World Series of Poker. I'm going to play, I believe, in one of the $1,000 events. So, also I'm going to play a lot in the side events too while I'm out there. But I will be there for some time. So there will be another gap. Actually, be doing a lot of traveling here this summer. But still, when I get a chance, come back on here and do these. Who else in here? Hello, codename Death. Good evening. I've seen you in here before, my friend. Thank you for checking in with me. He's playing a little poker, getting our flop on. Let's get some statistics up. So far, we've had... I'll pull that off the screen there real quick. I'm going to be folding that. 20 hands in. I've seen 5 flops. I've been active. And I won 3 hands. And the 3 hands have been very nice. Putting me almost twice above the chip average. 6th place out of 60 right now. But the numbers are still kind of fluid. The tournament itself will pop up the... info screen here. The tournament itself has had 69 entrants, so that means that 9 people probably already popped out and got back into the mix. There's 46 minutes remaining in late registration, so people are going to run and gun this, as they are wont to do. Giving a little peekaboo, showing he's got the goods. Oh, look at that. A little bit early for the shoving, but let's see how this plays out. One call with king. All right. 10's looking good. Two pair. There you go. Oh my God. It's Jackie Chan. Gonna fold that when it gets around to me. 10-3 suited. We've seen that already tonight. Would I be excited about that? I don't know. I don't know. For those of you just joining us, but you all probably have been here watching. Make any money today? Oh, hello. No, not yet. And in fact, before I came on, I did a warm up hand. I did a warm up tournament earlier today, like a $2.20 jobby to get a seat at the Saturday. They've got Carbon has some big tournaments going on right now. I think it's their OPS series, and they have a big one, like a $55 entry fee jobby on Saturday, and they were giving away 5 seats for that. And I, when I bought into that, it was already shove, and it was like a hyper turbo or something ridiculous like that. 2 times the big blind on the button. Now in the face of a re-raise, even though it is min raising, gonna chuck it. Gonna chuck it even on the button, even with position. Oh, there you go. How happy would I be going into this hand, having it be Queen 10? We'll get back into horrible. That Queen is live. No, those aces. Oh, hi. Pocket aces. Look at that. Here comes the hammer. I entered that tournament, and basically it got down to, doubled up again, was floating above the fray for a bit. But then, the blinds get really, really around there. And so I pop in, I call him in raise, I shove. It's like queens, he's got kings, it's poker. But yeah. And on the, I was talking a little bit before about my trip abroad. I was playing an undisclosed location, Canada. And I lost $60 in a cash game. I do great in cash games right up until I just spectacularly fail. And I got to work at my cash game. But I was doing pretty well. I also got beat around a little bit after that, but then I actually recovered. I was down way more than under 60, but I broke to about 60 under using that Canadian money, which, by the way, looks awesome. Better, don't get me wrong, I like the look of our U.S. dollars, but Canada's got the see-through stuff. I heard a story, too, that actually I might be able to dig out a piece of that, though I don't know if I can show money on video. I don't know if that's the truth. But anyway, look it up for yourself. They've got, like, plastic see-through stuff, and it's a really beautiful currency. And I was told specifically by folks there that people left a wad of cash, might leave a wad of cash in the car, and that plastic would actually melt in like a hot sun. So money melting into your car, which, begs the question, who leaves money in a car? But, if you knew, you not only run all the other risks, you run the risk of it melting. But not anymore. fixed, all good to go. 4-5 offsuit, middle position will fold. We're doing pretty well. 27 hands in. Into this madness. The overlay is only halfway there right now, but late registration remains at 40 minutes. And these night owls typically get the most action. The blinds are 61-20 in this turbo tournament. So you see the M calculation going on there. I'm at 26, so I've got some wiggle room here. I don't know how I feel about this Queen-Jack middle position. I think I'm, even in the face of a raise there, that gets worse. It makes that decision easy. But I'd already decided. I've got wiggle room. People are kind of struggling. Why not wait for a better position? With a stronger hand, I can afford to do it, at least right now. Of course, I want to be accumulating chips. But I just didn't necessarily feel it with Queen-Jack offsuit in middle position. Actually, closer to being under the gun. Popcorn. A little popcorn. Good evening, 4 viewers. You are joining us here at the 2K Guaranteed Turbo. One off under the gun. We'll pop it. 450. I've got a delay going on here. I got one caller. I have a delay going on, so how do I feel about that? That makes that easier. That certainly makes that easier. A call, re-raise, 3-bet. That gets a fold. Certainly would have gotten crushed by the jacks, especially when he spikes that madness. Ugh. Nice emote, Christabomb. This is poker indeed. I think I lost probably the least amount I could in that hand. I could have maybe limped, but no. This ain't about limping. This is poker. As you saw. I am the big blind facing a min raise from a relatively short stack. It is 150 to see this flop. Sure. I defend my blind. Not very happy about that. I'll check that. Now it looks like I'll just call down anything. That actually looks like I hit that a little bit. So I was just going to let that ride out. Interesting piece of information on piece attack. Popping it under the gun. Ace-9 suited. That. Good info. Good info. Put this over here. Me too. Yes, and G Grinder. Currently no sites for that. Yeah. That's really 75 into this madness. Ugh. No. No. Yeah, I find myself playing tournaments quite a bit. CD, that's what I'm going to call you. Code name. Uh, Code name, that works. Yeah, I use poker primarily as a way to practice playing tournaments because that's my preferred method. But when you're there, I I don't fancy myself an expert at cash play, but I tend to hold my own. I think over the course of time, I'd like to think that I've won more money at poker than I've lost. I certainly have covered many times over my cash losses compared to my tournament winnings. Right? Oh, I should go to pardon me. I will go to Hendon Mob and look me up. Seeing as though and the news for those of you watching, all two of you, all two of us, just me and you, sir. I'm gonna fold 8 deuce on the button. Is I'm going to the World Series of Poker. I'm gonna play in the $1,000. If I haven't mentioned that already, I don't typically keep up with what's going on the chat and checking in every once in a while. This I mean, at least for Carbon, right? My experience has been pretty good tournaments, and I did get my cash in there, and I'm able to, and I'm still on the same. I'm on that still on that same initial bankroll. Hey, look at that! Sometimes queens no good. King queen offsuit, one off the button. I will pop this if it gets around to me. I don't think I'm calling this. Yeah, I got no. Why am I excited about King Queen offsuit even with the guy not having a lot of chips? Let's chuck it. I'm sure he'll shove. He's close. Maybe not. No, he's got an orbit coming up. That's a big raise with just 10 big bets. Minus, actually, with the ante. Eight 10 offsuit gets a fold. I like my numbers right now. At least I'm having the discipline, mind you, to fold ace 4 offsuit, one off the gun. 37 hands into this field. Up, transferred to a new table. Why is that? We have 9 tables, 74 people in this mess. Huh? Ace 3 with the button. Doesn't like seeing someone pop in like that. Think he's got an ace? Certainly not going to find out with ace 3 offsuit, even though I do feel like I need to be getting more aggressive here. I do feel like I need to be more aggressive. I just don't feel like I need to be needlessly aggressive. You know what I'm going to do? I've decided I'm not going to look at the number of people watching the stream, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to keep an eye on chat, so good evening. See, I enjoy streaming, right? But I think I'm being more self-conscious tonight because I'm paying more attention to how many people are on here and trying to be entertaining. I think I'm just going to play poker, which is probably the reason why a lot of people would be coming in and checking this out when it says Night Owl $11 2K guaranteed turbo. Yeah, you're not the first person who has told me about bad withdrawal issues on this particular site. I am playing as the, I put money in here, and of course I want the money if I ever choose to cash out. But I I feel like this is legitimate play. A complaint that a lot of people will often have about the free-to-play sites is that it's just because it's funny money, people are way looser, and they are 100% correct. However, it's just been my experience in looking at the data about, what percentage of the players playing at the very top tables of free-to-play sites where they are playing with hundreds of dollars of funny money chips. They tend to play more realistic poker. And it's a very tight social circle up there. And I'm not saying that the quality of play is better or even equivalent than, let's say, a PokerStars, Full Tilt, anything like that. They do treat the chips with value. And so you get a more genuine poker feeling than, like, let's say, being at a very low level or being at, like, one of the little sit-and-goes where it's just everyone is all in there and they're playing bingo. And I think there's a space for that, especially, people like to see flops. A buddy of mine said this to me once. The reason why the casual poker player is so generally easy to beat is because they want an action game. They want to see their flops. They want to see all the cards. They purchase their hand. That's why a lot of times limit poker is a good gateway for a lot of those players as they move from being minnows to sharks. And having said that, folding Queen Deuce, I probably would have had the best hand at that particular point. However, now I got a full boat. Except for when the river hits and someone holding a 6. There you go. So we'll see how this turns out. Who's the big winner? No. I would have won, see? Now's my opposite. See? Alright, here we go. Should not have folded Queen Deuce. Of course I'm joking when I do this, by the way. Should I pop this with Queen Deuce if it gets around to me? With a big chip stack, with Mr. Big Chip Stack on the receiving end, and action in front of me. Of course we fold that. Even if it had gotten around to me, I'd probably fold that. The only reason I raise there is because I'm trying to enact a bluff. Right? I have info, and I don't necessarily feel the value of bluffing into the chip leader. However, we are at 125, 250 at this point with a 25 chip ante. And now, we're floating around. We haven't really had much action since been on. The chip stack here, the average is 5250, so that's all right. But our M is 10, right? At this point, we need to be acting by getting first into the pot, and we need to be pretty darn well close to shoving. Well, I'm not going to shove here, but I will just do a big 3-bet with the idea in mind, am I calling the all-in or not with the raise? Benny will get me through this. ACR, who is ACR, by the way? And I apologize in advance. I've got the delay going on tonight, about a minute delay. So I'll try and keep a better eye on what's going on in the chat over here. Which one is ACR? Code name, sir. And for those of you who may or may not be out there, I'm not looking at the number of people out there right now, but good evening. You're joining us here as your intrepid host makes his way through the Night Owl $11, 2K guaranteed turbo at Carbon Poker. We, of course, as always, are playing with the fun monies. And hopefully you understand why that's fun money. But as you'll notice, for people who've been watching the stream in the past, we have been, I've always been in one particular position, but it's been messing up this lovely program, this lovely tracking program that Carbon provides as part of the experience of playing in there. And maybe it's a big crutch, and it might very well be a crutch, but it's very useful information, and it provides the viewer, hopefully, with some reasonable data that I otherwise would not be astute enough to provide. Queen Jack. Sure. Right? Of course we call that. And I have position. Now someone will shove and I'll have to fold, and that'll be my contribution being silly. But we may get to see a flop with this madness, and I'm certainly going to stick the chips in there and dip under the average to maybe see this flop with Queen Jack offsuit. I do not have the best hand at this point. Someone hit that ace. Someone hit their ace. It might check around to me with 4 players in this hand. There's your bet that someone has that half the pot. I think he calls that. Why would he push out? Oh, the reason why he's going to fold is because he's playing against not a bluff. The call. Of course he hit that. Oh, but he'll get his wheel. He'll suck into that wheel. But there you go. Call me with a 4, stupid. Oh, here we go. The rage. Oh, the rage. Feel it. Absorb it. Nice and savory. Oh, America's Card Room. I should go check those guys out. Ace 4 suited. $300 with the chance at the nut diamond flush. Those who chase straights and flushes arrive on planes but leave on buses. Legit, you're an idiot. Too legit to quit. Gonna see a flop with ace 4 of diamonds. Had a swing and a miss. No free HUD though. Yeah. You should play poker as whatever your deity of choice intended. El de Natural. Or reading the table, keeping track of the action. 10-9 offsuit gets a fold. I think I'm getting back into my groove, my streaming groove. Here at this. Excuse me, won't you? Let's pop that for 800 and see what happens. Knowing pretty damn good and well, we're going to go all in. Oh, look at this. Someone shove. I guess I bet out like I wanted people to call. I could have just simply slammed that. But all right. Of course we're all in. I'm drawn to the royal. Ah, well. Had to. No choice. None. That demanded an all-in. Drawn into the royal. Don't worry, we'll be getting into some more action as soon as I dunk out of this tournament, so don't you worry. Of course he hit that. Of course he called that with that. And that flop was perfect for him. However, getting the royal flush like that would have been sweet. Sure. Let's see how this works out. Double up. Thank you, King Jackoff. Here we go. This is shoving material, I believe, especially when it gets around here. He's not got much wiggle room himself. I think I have to call with King Jack off. I think I have to. I think I have to. Especially now. Now that the action's here, I'm definitely defending shit. And we're going to go in that way. Still in it. We'll be shoving if it gets around to me. Do I call an all-in at this point with ace-5? Ugh. Not really excited about that. I've got some wiggle room. I'm going to chuck it. Hopefully get a better hand. We will be we might be going taking not a small break. This if I pop out of this tournament. I mean, we're playing all or nothing poker at this point. But the kid, it's come off the ropes there. Got to double up. Push someone out of a pot, and now I've got barely enough to make it around the table. Probably not really excited about that poker after that. No. How about no? On that 3 and 10. Oh, here we go. How do you play this game? You know. And he's still on tilt. He is still on tilt. Starting to see some of the same names here over and over and over again. No worries, no worries. Actually, what that would be awesome. Is talking about joining me. I've got this on a delay, so yeah, I think you can probably keep the stream open, right? You'll just be seeing what's already come and gone at that particular point. That would actually be pretty cool, kind of doing a call and response when it comes to the poker stuff. But I'm gonna that 10-7. This isn't where we make the stand with 10-7. That would be very cool. I mean, the whole reason why I play poker is because it's probably the venue that gives me the best. It's the medium that lets me be the most naturally social. You might think I'm kind of a social guy. God, nothing. I'm gonna have to take this. You might think I'm a social guy, but I actually am rather shy. Pardon me. This helps. And I just enjoy playing games, and yeah, give me a little drink on it. I might step it up here in a little bit. I just love this game. I love playing poker. You know, something that I have, feel that I'm going to, in thinking about playing at the World Series of Poker this year, I wish I had a good way to record data about hands very quickly. I wish there was an app for that. And I had thought about, no. The Queen 4 under the gun gets fold, so that means we're now going to be picking up, we're now going to take a 680 chip hit. This is it. We're on life support at this point. Blinds are 200, 400 with a 40 chip ante. I think I just simply go all in and hope it comes around back to me with no one all in at this point. I feel good about this. Yes. All in. Ace 3. Spike it. There we go. Just gotta happen. Now I'm gonna stay on top of this. Float this a little bit. I think I'll call this. Let's check this. I just wanted to see a flop. He'll bet out. I'll fold. He hit that. See, that's why you pop that up, but he's going to win that anyway. I played that weak. I should have popped that to isolate, even with the 4-5, because I know he's in. But I win those extra chips. What is that? So there was two. Actually, this is a good quandary. There were. I'm betting 200 to win 217 on the idea that he folds. I mean, in the circumstance, he's got more chips than I do. No. Here's the argument with myself I'm having. Floating that to see a flop, that's fine. That's all kind of moot. Because we're still in it. We're still in it. Not much wiggle room. The M is 6. No worries. No worries, my man. No worries. It'll be fun. It would be fun. Back in the day when I was doing... When poker was free, and I don't mean free to play in America, I would do 2 or 3 events at once. I would do multi-tabling. And I probably should be doing that, but I like just doing the one for this, for the purposes of streaming. I might go get myself some Colonel Canoe. I got like 1 or 2 of those left here during this break. Three minutes to go. Let's do a quick update. How many people are watching? Just you and me, brother. Yeah, no worries, man. Just me and you against the world. For those of you just joining us or not joining us, for those of you just joining us, good evening. You're joining us here at the Night Owl $11 2K guaranteed turbo event at the Carbon Pokers. Carbon Poker. Your hero, currently 37th out of 59. The chip average is 75-25. Currently, your hero has just a hair over 5,000. Blinds were 200, 400 with a 40 chip ante. We're going to be going up. The price of poker is about to go up to 250, 500 with a 50 chip ante. This tournament has, you started off with 3,000 chips. The blinds go up every 5 minutes because it is turbo. We're currently 12 levels into this madness, about ready to go into level 12, my mistake. Oh, cool. Hey, if you get a chance, CD, maybe if I see you, we can, there's a friend feature on Carbon. Let me copy that. See if I can't find you. We are 58 hands into this turbo tournament. I will continue to do my casting practice. We are 58 hands into this tournament. Your hero has seen 12 of those flops, and he has won 6 hands. I wonder if I can find you this way. Been at this for an hour, but the stream's a little... I do enjoy that 4-color deck, by the way. Friends. Show friend notifications. Allow requests. I wonder how I can friend you, CD. I think I have to see you to friend you or something along those lines. If you let me know what table you're at, or you can probably send a request to me. You can see by the stream which table number I'm at. I mean, you'll be on a delay, obviously, but you can at least come here and see me at this table, provided it doesn't move me in the time that the delay's going on. I didn't get up and go get a beverage, but that's all right. I'm here to play poker. What I'm saying is you can probably find my table that I'm at, and before I might get knocked out. I might get knocked out here pretty soon. But you can probably find me, and you can select me and friend me, and I'll see the request. If this gets around to me, I shove. But Steely, I mean, with Steely, I mean, people are going to be seeing all the action. He's going to hold on to that 0.1 M. Those 22 chips. Chip in a chair, brother. That's all you need. All right, intensity. See how I was able to see that. Awesome. Good times. All right, so if that was suited, maybe just for fun, but no. Might have had a piece of that. All right, man. You sent me a request. That's awesome. Let's see how this turns out. Wow. Talking about flopping it. Flopped it. See? Look what he did. Going all in with Jack 10 offsuit. Had you covered. I had your 2 outs. All right. I'm going to fold. Or have folded. Let's find you, man. And see what's going on here. Count. Did you get it with BABAGAHNOOSH? Player admin. Ace 4. I'll just pop this off the screen here. Ace 4. I'm going to shove this if it gets around to me. If he goes, I fold. If I get a call, I lose, I think. Ah, thank you. I think I mean, he needed to shove. He's obviously thinking he puts in money into the pot. Maybe with the idea, right, that, oh, I do have some amount of chips, and in a turbo, it's just a matter of maybe you clusterfuck your way into the money. Of course, he has the kings, but then, oh, that turn. No bueno for kings. Oh, that was a rough suck out. That was a rough suck out. How many people pay in this thing? 27. That's why people are 7 minutes left on late registration. So if you want to get in and have your M be 5 at best. Pardon me, I was so elegant, giving myself a scratch. Then yeah, get in on this madness. See? Look at that. Queen Jack no good, sir. Or is it? Fuck. Ace rag wins. Ace rag wins. Pair wins. Just don't have the muscle. This, I mean, 3 to go. Here we go. That's good. The delay is good. Hollywooding, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. Latency. We'll call it the Hollywood lag. He's tanking. All right. Maybe. Thank you. Premium hand. You know, when your M is at this range, you're just looking to get in to the pot first, right? Show, and really at this point too, it's just a shove. I mean, technically speaking, uh, maybe you pop it twice, maybe you pop it 3 times, maybe you do, maybe you put out the lure of like, oh, it's just a double bet. Does anyone want to call this down? If you got like pocket aces, I mean, you're kind of maybe you're not so sad, but you certainly want 1 or 2 callers compared to the table calling. There's a friend tab on the client. All right, let's check this out. That's crazy, right? King 10 suited under the gun, all in. We'll see. Here we go again. I mean, like Ace X calls, right? Ace X calls this. Maybe not. I know if I were in their position with Ace X, I'd go no. There you go. And that's why a little aggression pays off. And now we shall receive all that we have dealt out. All the abuse that we've dealt out. Or are people just that panicked about their chips? Yeah, see, there you go. This is the line he draws in the sand. I don't care if all of those people call. I do not call this shit. But he does. Oh, look at this. Wow. Look at that. He'll just get the flush on him. How'd you feel about that hand? I don't know. I mean, Jesus. He thinks he's got 2 live cards, right? Obviously, he's excited. Because he's got chips. He was gambling. He had no... I mean, he's putting him on a huge range of hands. And yeah, he had pocket deuces. But still, that's like a coupon for I have a coin flip chance to win this hand. Right? Obviously, shit above you. Pair of 3s and up are pretty shitty. But Ace King maybe has a slight advantage, but you're coin flipping, right? You're not getting in there with just like 10%, admittedly, with those other hands. And you're out of chips too, right? It's, yeah, low pairs in this kind of environment lose their strength, but at a certain point, you have to go. And perhaps that's a huge hole in my game. Uh-oh. Wow, he's got this crushed. Oh, but if that jack comes up, no. There he goes. This gets around to me, I shove. Someone earlier in the warm-up tournament I was playing was like, is that the only move you have? I love it. I love it. I make a note. It's like they're getting a little lippy. But I love it when people do that. So emotional, so invested. Oh, take that. That works every time up until the last time, for the record. And with Queen 6 offsuit, that move is less exciting. You invited me. Why can't I not find you? I am sucking at the friend stuff on Carbon Poker. It should be much more intuitive, for the record. Action I should be paying attention to, but I'm currently leaning on my crutch to record pertinent data. Jack 7 suited. Boy, if that flop comes 10-9-8, I'm going to be sad. Fold. Pick the raw. Pick the wrong king. Pick the wrong hand to pop that up quick. Oh, how about a chop? How about a chop? Nah, I eat this. I eat this. One off under the gun with Queen 10 offsuit. I eat that. Moving on. Chop. I mean, they're just as desperate as I am at this particular point. And perhaps that is a leak. Just don't feel like I need to be table captain with one off under the gun. Queen 10. Nor with Jack 6. Nor with Jack 6. We are the middle of the pack of this tournament. 31 out of 64. Late registration is closed, so this 64 is it. 178 people have entered into this tournament. The tournament did not make it. The overlay is still 220, so they're going to cover the difference in this $2,000 prize, 2,000 tournament. Top 32 pay, so when I defend this, when I shove, matters on who's 4 off. I defend, I shove, or I just take the blinds and go. Do I fold this one too? Yes. Especially yes, but one hand, I'm patient. One hand, I get position, and hopefully I get a hand like 8-7. I might shove. Here we go. This gets around to me. I shove, right? And we're still in that all or nothing poker. Action in front of me, I fold. If there's a limp, how excited am I? Here we go. I'll take those. Now I get a little jiggy. Now I think I just pop this. I don't shove because I do have other moves I like to do. I most certainly will, sir. CD, I'll most certainly find you after this, after these shenanigans. I also dedicate a little time to figuring out what I need to do. All right, so here we go. I certainly push all in. That's almost a lure for someone like Kobe is the best to shove. Or if he calls, he'll be out of position. I get position with ace king. Of course. Yeah, let's see. Let's go. No 10. The good guys win. And now have 20,000 chips. Here we go. 8-2 offsuit. The second worst starting hand in poker gets a fold. Now we're second in chips. Now RM is 10. The chip average is 9,300. We're going to play this smart. I mean, we're the second most chips in the tournament. RM is 10. So I don't really have, I mean, the mindset at least, and maybe there's some strategy about turbo that I need to really wrap my mind around, but it's not really a chance. I really don't think that I'm in a position to be a bully. I only have an M of 10. I do need to be looking for the right position to push. I think if someone limps, I might come over the top and raise all in front of me, but I think I just continue to play this and let people kind of grind it out on the bottom. I mean, I'm now in second place. The cash payouts go to 32. There are... Excuse me, won't you? 80 hands into this mess, by the way. There are 52 players roughly remaining. My position, according to at least the lobby placard, is third place. I think I play a little conservatively. I think I wait for a reasonable hand. I mean, I've got an M of 10. Do I want to shove with Jack 4 suited and scoop up these blinds? Well, the blinds would be certainly good. But I can wait. I'm 2 off the button. And plus, people are going to be moving in with that, right? So I'm faced with a situation where Jack 4 suited. Do I call an all-in? Of course not. That's ridiculous. Or at least that's what I think. I'm not going to say which event I'm going to be playing in the World Series of Poker because I don't want you people out there to come play against me. Because I'm sure... Because I played in the World Series of Poker 2 years ago. I played in a 1500. I've talked about this before, where I free rolled my way into it. The thing is that on the hand I went out on, I had a misread, and I didn't go out right away, but I basically crippled myself, and then kind of just petered my way out. I went out and had 2. They have a bar. Smart move, by the way. They have a bar set up out in the main area, out in the main lobby area after someone. So if you want to step outside and have a drink, or if you bust out like I did, the hammer gets a fold here. You go out there and you get your drink, and for whatever reason it was the Mai Tai, and I had a quick double. And I took a picture of the final board. I don't necessarily remember the hand. I just blocked it out of my head. And I know that's horrible, right? Because I should have recorded that data and learned from it. But it's just really hard to... for me, anyway, to separate the emotion from that experience. Because... admittedly, I did free roll my way into that tournament, so the loss wasn't really... disruptive to the bankroll. Well, I'm raise here, I think. Pop that 3 times the big blind. If someone shoves, I call, and we see how that goes. So, not happy with a pair, but I do call this. Not looking good. Yeah. I have to call that, right? Or do I? I think there's a case to be made that in that circumstance I fold that. But I mean, the pot odds again should have paused, thought about the pot odds there, really. But I'd already made up my mind. I mean, this is a turbo, right? He is happy with ace-queen. He's happy probably with ace-10 suited, at least from the data I've gotten. This guy here, though, is certainly a rock. Tight passive, and he overplays. Maybe I could have paused and read that and saved myself 5,000 tournament chips. But I think I let that one go. And hope I get to see a flop with... no, I don't get to see the flop here. Now we're 22nd, 44. People are going to start playing tight as we get to the bubble. And the bubble on this madness is 32nd. 33rd is the bubble. So, beep, bop, boop. The computer hand is going to get a fold here. All right. Agreed. Great advice. Great advice from our friend CD here. Avoid the big stacks. Yes, sir. Pressure smaller stacks. Mm-hmm. The computer hand here, if this gets around to me, I shove. Because beep, bop, boop. Beep bop boop. Beep bop boop. Get those blinds. I'm gonna fold the queen 4, especially with the chip leader of the table in the big blind. Beware of reshove stacks. You know, that's good advice. Especially, I will bet out like I did with, I guess, with that ace king when I wanted a call. And I was pretty confident with a call. And it's I mean, the circumstance I guess I had too with, you know, calling those eights. It's a 50-50 hand at that particular point, and you have to get involved, I think, in those kind of hands, especially in turbo environments, in order to stay on top. I mean, here's where we are right now. The next level is going to hit in 4 minutes. The blinds are currently 600, 1200 with a 120 chip ante. The chip average is just 10 big bets above the big blind. We'll be getting out of the way of that. Let's see what's going on here. Hello, okay, I cheated. I had to look at the numbers, but good evening. Good evening, 5 folks. Let's check who's in the room here. LFG My Ego. Hello and welcome. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. You are joining us here at the Night Owl 2K Guaranteed Turbo. You know what? Ace King, the heat. $11 Funbuck entry fee gets us all the multi-table tournament action we can handle. We are just a hair under the chip average. We are currently in the middle of the pack. The bubble is 33 players. We are at 43 players, so we are getting close. We're going to see if the captain can set sails for Cash Town on this thing. I hope that silence there explained the whole drama of, maybe I popped this up with 10-7 offsuit and bluff, and look what I would have ran into. And again, in this position, at this point in the tournament, with 5 people ahead of me, my M is shitty. My M is very shitty. But I'm close to the chip average. I mean, and I am in the middle of the pack here. I think I wait. 1, 2, maybe 3 off the button in this. I mean the button plus 1, button minus 1, button minus 2. Or where I get frisky. Here I think I just wait for a reasonable hand and just kind of eat it as it comes around. I mean, I do lament. Yeah. You're absolutely right. So getting back to the whole dilemma, the whole drama I was having with Ace King, our friend, codenamed Death. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Good evening, sir. You're just joining us here as I toss 7-6 offsuit and just talking about Ace King. And I read an article some time ago that was actually pretty interesting in the sense that Ace King gets overplayed quite a bit, and I too might overplay that. But I think in that circumstance, you're absolutely right. Ace King was a call there every time, and hell, even the hand before that, I put out a 2x bet. No, I mean, if I had been short stacked, I would have shoved. Pocket 9s here gets a shove no matter what. Let's just see what happens. The M, my M is ridiculous. Okay, so what M, are you asking what my M is, or what does M mean? Either way, let me explain. Dan Harrington, it comes up, and others, but really Dan Harrington came up with this term called, I'll just win the blinds outright with that. An M factor, which is a way to determine your strength in a tournament. You'll notice here on the board that at least with the program that Carbon uses, they show your M factor. And that's there's a go check it out on Wikipedia. I will butcher the explanation of the formula, but the concept is just a measurement of basically what your stack is in relationship to the blinds with however many people are at the table. When your M is in a certain, when that is calculated out, if your M is in a certain range, like 20 and above, you can play whatever style of poker you're trying to play at this particular point with pretty much with no impunity. Queen and higher calls. Let's see how this rolls out. Okay, we're good. So we're going to just, maybe. Nope. We'll chop it. Get those delicious antes. And wait for the next move. But now he knows I will shove on a Jack 10. Jack 10's an interesting call there. I might have done the same in that circumstance, but he's just got to be the small, and then he gets to be the button. Next hand, you can fold the big blind. Thank you, Griffin. Whatever. Not entirely sure what the intent of that statement was, but hello. Hello, Baha. Harrington's M, exactly. Getting back to that issue. Anyway, when your M is between 10 and 20, and there's greater than, less than shit going on here, but just really quickly, when your M is between 10 and 20, you need to tighten up, and the most important thing you need to be doing is being first into that pot. Also, at that particular point, Harrington postulates that small pairs and suited connectors lose their strength. And who am I to argue with the great Dan Harrington, but I tend to agree. It has at least been my experience. And so that affects small ball players quite a bit. Basically, because you're trying to be the first in that hand, your decision tree is beginning to narrow from a game design perspective. And so the ideal decisions will become really easy. Do I shove? Do I call an all in? Do I shove? It narrows it down some. Kind of to a certain extent. Oh, look at this. No, I think, guess what? Pocket Jack is going to work out. Wow. Or you'll double up. The hammer gets a fold. Yes, sir. Looking for a group. When I see LFG, I see looking for a group. The M is ridiculously low. We are up on the bubble. We are up all ons. 97 hands in. 21st place. That bubbles it. Okay, here we go. We are now at table. We are now at hand by hand play. At the tables. How many tables we got left? We got 4 tables left. The blinds are 800, 1600 with 106 chip ante. 160 chip ante, sorry. With 34 players remaining, according to the battle sheet over here, according to the lobby placard here. The inflection points are going to... so people are playing hyper tight to try and get into the money. This is a good opportunity to make some moves. I just don't choose to make a move with 5-2 offsuit at this particular point. UTG plus 2. And this is sort of an ongoing theme about my play in that I might not be aggressive enough in these turbo tournaments. Turbo tournaments aren't necessarily my thing, but, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. And also turbo is pretty good for keeping the action lively. For example, I was looking at the list of songs that Twitch allows that they won't block out the recordings, the VOD stuff, at least on the replay. I recognized none of that shit. And I'm a big EDM junkie too, by the way. And I just recognized none of that shit. And I was listening to some of it. And it was just like, oh, I guess now here's a generation of music that has passed me by. I'm like Paul Van Dyke, BT hybrid, that kind of EDM. Neither here nor there. Delightful cider. I'm looking at the chat. Good evening for those of you joining us here at the Night Owl. $11 entry, 2K guaranteed. We still have overlay, and the late reg is closed. I would love to see a flop here, but again, suited connector's not very good. So what's my move there? Really, my only move is shove. I have no wiggle room. Because you have less chips, less flexibility, those small pairs and those suited connectors just lose their strength. We are at the bubble. One person out of these 32, one person will be going home sad. 32 will at least double their investment. We're going to be going into the $23, $24, etc., etc., etc. First place is going to get $371. Let's see if we can get into the money. I'm currently 21st. Was second, was third, was up there, but lost a chunk of my chip stack calling pocket eights all in with ace king. I call that every time. We had a little bit of drama about that, a little bit of a discussion about that. We press on. The lowest chip count, good information to have here, by the way. The current lowest stack, if I can find that information. Thank you. I'm sure you could have saw it there. 2,060 chips. That is not even two big bets. So there's that action going on. Let's see if we can bring that up. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Close. Close. Thank you. Freaking me out a little bit because it popped up the new tracker. I guess it can track multiple tables. That's nice. We'll just focus. The last thing I want to do is actually close out of my client here. That would be the suck. Ever? Fuck. Thank you for reminding me. Not fuck. Online, I cashed a long time ago. This is when you could still do it here in this. When you could still play for cash in the States. Was like a $4,000 cash at like one of the Sundays, one of the Sunday events at PokerStars. It started in the afternoon. That shit went all night. I cashed out at about 2 a.m. It was over at 2 a.m. I had to go to work that next morning. It was like $4,000. We all did a chop. We did like a 4 or 5-way chop. It was like a $47 entry. Made like $4,300. That was good times. That was good times. My real world largest is about the same, about 5,000. In fact, I'll bring up Hendon Mob. And we'll check out. It was at a WPT event. It was position poker, a variant called position poker, and I've played it. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It's rather simple, a simple way to kind of spice. See, I'd have been nominated. That 3 would have been active. Looking for the 3. There you go. Now we're in the money. Now the trick is, because the bubble has popped, it's going to go crazy. People are going to be shove, shove, shove. And unfortunately, I have pocket 2s. Or fortunately, I'm going to be looking up I'm going to be looking up me on the Hendon Mob. All in. Unicorn lever. No queen, no nine. We're good. Ugh. That's poker. That's poker. Ugh, not even two big bets. Did the bubble pop or not? Or I guess not. Ugh. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yay! I'll double up. Double up. Actually, get a little more and double up. We'll see how this goes. I am not calling this out. My biggest cash. I'll show you Handed Mob here in a moment. Actually, I can probably show you now. Oh, wow. It actually shows... What the? Players in the database. Pages found. Oh, sorry. I was distracted here. Ugh. Keep going. 30. Maybe I can squeak into better cash here. Hang on. I earn $1 if I get to 27th. The hammer strikes. King ain't no good. Maybe I could do it with King 8, huh? No. $27th out of 28th. Maybe I could squeak $1 out of this. Here we go. Yes. It only has 4 of my cashes on here. No, my biggest cash, finally, we get to the answer, was the the WPT World Championships back in 2012. I placed second at the $500 plus 40 no limit hold'em position poker championships. I got second. There's $1. I'll fold my way to maybe another $1. It's recorded. I was very active in 2012, relatively active in 2013, not active at all in 2014, getting active again in 2015. My last cash was at like one of the ARIA events for one of the $100 jobbies. I got like 282 out of it. I got to the final table. I lit my way into the final table. I'll show you here. Lifetime winnings just under $10,000. Popularity ranking 42nd, 651st, 42nd,000th, 651st. I'll share this with you here in a moment. Yeah, there's a delay going on. There's a, I would like to think a significant delay. Might not be long enough, but we'll see. I'll check out the review just so that we keep things on the up and ups here. Keep things not legit. I mean, legit enough. I think I might have lit my way to better cash. 24th gets $25. I think I just fold my way to victory here. I mean, at this point, actually, no, this is my last hand, really. Honestly, right? This is totally my last hand. I mean, do I want $2 more? Or do I want to go out like a man? Well, it's already too late. I should have went out last hand like a man. But now do I just want to go out at least and have some semblance of dignity as I shove whatever chips I have left in front of me? Jack 4 offsuit. Going in full throttle. Let's get a call going on. All I'm hoping for is 2 live cards here. That's what I'm hoping for. Sure. 2 live cards. Ugh. Just on the ignorant end of all of those outcomes. Alright, I wish it gave me the pop-ups. I hope I didn't disable those. But I went out in 25th place. And I missed out on the extra buck. But we turned $11, 11 fun dollars into 24 fun dollars. So, not necessarily the best rate of return. But you know what? We are playing poker, getting time in on the MTTs and having fun. I think I want to play another. I think I want to play another in a big way. We got about 19 minutes left before we hit that, so I might take a quick pause and go get a beverage and then come back. But let's take a look at what we're going to play. All right. Let's take a look at what we're going to play. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have closed that. Little Shawshank Redemption there. One of the best movies ever made. One of my favorites of all time. Pop that open this way. All right, so in 19 minutes, we've got a 1 point... Oh, I love the deep turbos. I love the deep turbos. That's what she said. Signed up for that madness. Look at how much fun money I have. All right, $11 entry fee. You know what we're gonna do real quick? Cash game, no limit. Nickel dime. Play a little cash. Ugh. Why do you set me down with such shit? With 40 big bets, I want... Thank you. Relatively easy. We're going to sit down and wait till that other tournament... Yeah, it's all fun dollars. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the chintz going on the screen back there. Well, we'll get rid of this. New desktop. I said new next desktop. That's a little better. We're good. Thank you. Playing a little cash. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hi, did you miss me? That was pretty quick. Oh man, it's really bad too. Sorry guys, I didn't realize how shitty the green screen was. It looks JV tonight. If you bear with me. Got myself a little snack too. If you bear with me, I'm gonna try and fix this. All right. Oh. Good. Now it's only like my headphones and my chair are spocking out. Looks like I'm caught in a transporter. It's a little better. I'll have to do. We are not the most professional of organizations on this broadcast, but we do what we can. Just playing a little cash until my tournament starts here in about 15 minutes. Just playing some nickel dime. Not massive stakes by any stretch, but just waiting. Got about, like I said, 15 minutes before the show. That's right, Eddie. Fun dollars. Because, here at the Carbon Poker, because we live in the United States, it's good that the government has decided that I am incapable of being an adult and understanding when enough is enough when it comes to gambling. So, poker, a game of luck, pure luck, because it's just really, really, really lucky that the same people keep winning poker over and over and over again, and I'm being highly facetious. We play with the fun dollars here because, at least with the experience of some folks watching this, they've put in the money and they haven't gotten it back out. So this is all chucked in here with the idea that I might not be getting it out, and that's fine because it is fun dollars. Maybe we'll limp in and get a chance to see a flop. Looks like it. Waiting for the action to get around me here. Oh, look at this. Yes, bring it around to me. There's some bad beat jackpot going on over here. Thank you. Yeah. Those pot odds kind of the suck. Be right back. That snack I had was not enough. The wife, the lovely, lovely wife, made grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves. I'm getting myself a little late night snack. Small blind with 10-6 offsuit. Quality. Enjoying some delicious Carnal Canoe. The last one of the 6. I did work through all of those. Oh no, I won't defend my blind with 10-6 offsuit. Might get a little frisky with the jacks. Oh, puberty too. Hit. Here we go. $0.40 to play, boys. Papa's got some premium cards. See how this goes. If he's got his set, he wins, but why is he betting out his set? Well, there's 4 people. And he called that. No, I think I got the best hand here. I think I'm all in. Yeah, you call. Ugh! Up by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Kind of fucked, weren't I? And that's how I lose $10 in a single hand at poker. What'd you think of that hand? What did you think of that hand? I'm just going to go donate that $10 I just won in that tournament to Aholic there. Did I lose this? Here we go. Oh, yeah, I'm already signed up for this, so we'll keep this open here for now. Yeah, you wouldn't know it looking at Hinden Mob. I mean, you wouldn't know it looking at that last hand, but I got a little magic going on for me here. So yeah, here's the Hinden Mob stuff, and you're just gonna have to deal with the sucky background there. Sorry. Okay, let me check something out here. Oh, it's so bad. It's a little better. Oh. I don't know why I'm just getting so much trouble on this tonight. I should just remove myself and just talk about this. Anyway, neither here nor there. So yeah, here I am on Hinden Mob. Woo! Check me out. All-time money list. 42nd thousandth. One person following me. Who is that? That's kind of cool. Someone's following me. But yeah, when I was working at the player gig, when I was working on the online poker game, and I was working at Zynga too, I was playing a lot. Pardon me. We're going to get this thing started here in about 9 minutes. Do I go? Pardon me. Do I go give these yahoos 10 more of my dollars? Yep. Oh, I should do a sit and go. But I've already registered for this. Tournament. Oh, maybe I fixed the janky video thing here again. Let's do a quick. Yes. All right. You're gonna get to see some of the magic behind the scenes here. At our little setup here. Oh man, oh look at that. That's even worse. It's even worse than I thought. Look at this. Ugh. Ah, look at this. Look at this. The kid might actually get it. That'll have to do. Better. It's better. I do this for you, my viewing fans. About 7 minutes before this magic starts. There's no tournament directly at midnight, other than the one I'm getting into. And there's a $11 800 guaranteed turbo at 1. I don't know if I'll be up. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to keep playing after this thing. Let's check what the what you guys are saying. I bet you've come here looking for someone playing poker, but instead you're getting some yahoo eating and drinking in front of you. Well, fear not, true believers. Poker is about to begin in 6 minutes. This is the tournament we're going to be getting into here. So far, 7 people have registered. I'm not too worried about that. I don't know if it's going to make its overlay, but I don't know if the overlay is going to fill out, rather. But it is a Deep Stack Turbo event, and I do love those because you get 5,000 chips in the blinds. Blinds are somewhat generous. I mean, $22 levels in. I mean, 22 levels in. Your action. No. What crack am I smoking? 12 levels in. You're shoving. You're probably playing you're playing shove poker, probably 10. So you're gonna get at least 30 minutes of reasonable play, maybe 40, 45 minutes of solid tag style poker. These grape leaves are fantastic. There they come. Now they're getting in this thing. 4 minutes to go. Thanks for sticking around. Poker's about ready to get started. Gonna check who's online here. Hey, CapTech. Welcome. Eddie. Always good to see you. And Codename Death, thanks for sticking around. Just playing a little poker tonight. I am lazy, and there is a delay going on. So the question is the chat lagged, or are you just lazy? Probably. Actually, the answer is both. I have a delay going on. Though I might actually be seeing what you guys type in real time. I'm not sure. But I was just giving this an update here. Don't type anything. I'm going to refresh this here real quick. Now I don't see anything. Now maybe I've logged in with the wrong account. The action starts here in 2 minutes, so forgive my technical shenanigans. You can't see. Got a lot of shit going on here behind the scenes. We run a tight ship here for the streaming activities. There we go. Now I can see. Now I can see your important, the important things you have to say, and it still looks pretty shitty. Still see this green over here to the side. Ugh. Sorry. It's been better in the past. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Not sure how to fight it, other than not suck. Other than get a better room. I wonder. It says it's offline. Maybe there's a delay in what's going on here. It didn't change a goddamn thing. Did not change an effing thing. Alright, well, let's try it this way then. All right, here we go. The grape leaves are, in fact, delicious. Eddie. I think I updated this shit, so we'll see. It doesn't matter. We have begun here at this 1.5K guaranteed Deep Stack Turbo event. 11 fun dollars on the line. Gonna play some multi-table tournament, No Limit Hold'em. Won't you join us as we have at it in this event? In case you're joining us, we just played in a 2.5K guaranteed, or no, sorry, I think it was a 2K guaranteed Deep Stack Turbo, just a turbo tournament, the Night Owl $11 event that they always have at the same time every night. Cashed in it, but just limped over the finish line there. Had a couple rough coin flips or things just didn't fall our way. But we turned $11 into $24. We'll press on. Then you got to see me lose $10 in one hand of poker. That was fun. Queens beating jacks. $8-7 unsuited gets a fold. Blinds are 15-30. Everybody's got a lot of chips to play around with. Oops. I'm just keeping them honest. 3 to a flush. Got an inside straight. Seven ounce, and I'm happy to see. Not time to be a donk just yet. Jack 3 offsuit in the small blind. Gets a fold. It gets a fold multiple times if I could. It's that bad. Yeah. It's, I think, I will check actually, Eddie. I think it's enough so that there's enough of a delay going on at this particular point where, it covers sort of any shenanigans, like someone might be looking at the stream to get info on me. It could happen. So I figured I'd put a little bit of a delay in there. I think it's 60 seconds. A little bit of man behind the curtain stuff going on here. I might mess with that number again in the future. I took down my little street math investigation sign. Whatever. Something happened. I couldn't load it up. But you know what? I think I just get it out of the way. I think it's just silly. But it makes this kind of ugly, doesn't it? See, it's almost like I can run a respectable... I can almost run a respectable shop here, but oh well. You're just gonna have to endure, fair reader or fair watcher. Just getting underway in this Deep Stack Turbo. A big fan of the Deep Stack, not so much of the Turbo. Figured to split the difference on this thing. The blinds go up 5 minutes, every 5 minutes. You start with a relatively deep stack, 5,000 chips. The blinds start at 1530. But we're about ready to go up to, I believe, 2550. 2040, and that's why it's Deep Stack. I'm good. Maybe Big Iron Jim is straddling there. Eddie wants everyone to know that he is familiar with shenanigans. So I need to check out the other. Yeah, I've been super busy here, just to give sort of folks an update about what's going on with me. Had a very successful trip to Canada over this past weekend. Take care of some personal business. I thought it went pretty well. I've got some follow-ups going on this week. Good times are had, one by all. I even got to play poker while I was out there, but I wasn't streaming. And coming on, I could have streamed yesterday. I just had some stuff I had to take care of. Didn't feel a bunch of whole things. And the thing I've noticed about streaming too is, it's just not good to go on if you don't feel in the mood. I just before I came on, I had some real life stuff to take care of, and it was kind of I don't want to say upsetting, but it put me into the wrong frame of mind before I came on board, and it's tough, especially when you want to be entertaining and you try to project an image of, some just basic stuff. Like, you want to be entertaining. You want to come across as just some sort of dope just sitting there. So, the week off, I thought I was eager to. I was wanting to stream the whole time I was gone, but I just didn't. When presented with the opportunity, it just didn't work out. But it worked out tonight. I got a little late going on, but I share an office. I share an office with my wife, and the way I like to do the stream, I talk a lot, and so it's. I can't necessarily get into a regular schedule, and I know I need to get into a regular schedule in order to do this legit. I'm very appreciative of the 5 of you, at least I see out there currently watching this. Cap Tech still with us. Thank you. Eddie, good to see you. Codename Death, CD, whatever. I keep saying I'm going to call you one thing, but I just can't settle on it, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's good to see you as well. I need to find you. Oh, I should check on that while I get this going. I was gonna take the time to find you. I just wanted to play some poker. Hope you don't mind. Friends settings. See? Oh, these are ignored friend requests? Queen Jack offsuit gets a fold. Apparently, something's very funny. There's a friends tab. Maybe it's on the website, Do this. Meanwhile, off screen. No. I gotta figure it out. Friends on a poker site is generally, I don't want to say it's a bad feature. It's actually an interesting feature if you find fish or people that you definitely want to play with over and over and over again. We're just going to pop this 2.5 times. Fake like we know how to play small ball, and because I want to see a flop, and if I win it here, that's great. I don't want to see flop. Oh, so 120 to 380 pot. I know where he stands. I know where he is. If he calls this, if he pops that again, I'm out. But I'm gonna see a flop on this for 120. Yeah, I definitely call this down now. See, I think he's got a pocket pair. I'm going to check this. And he's going to bet out at this. I'm going to wait to see what the dude on my right does. With 3 people in here, there's a lot less room for shenanigans. So he pushes out at that with the pot. A pot-sized bet. Pocket 4s and up. And he re-raised that. So ace king. May he show? No. Maybe he had ace king suited there, but I didn't hit that flop, so we moved on. Oh no, that was. I mean, I certainly got odds to call when whatever that dude to my right is made the call on that, and I wanted to see a 3 and I didn't see that. Now that's kind of interesting on that flop because that's not a great flop for someone going in there with ace king, so going in with 2 overs. I think that plays out that way. I don't know. If you get a chance, you'll be seeing this here shortly. Tell me what you think about that hand. Would love to see your feedback. Love to see your comments. I think he's laughing because Mimi just popped that by a whole bunch. Oh, the laughing, the teasing, the shenanigans. Ace 8 off. If it gets to me, I'm gonna pop. Ugh. I almost raised that. And I'm not sure why I almost raised that. But I think I eventually caught myself and just got rid of it. Yeah, I have middle pair here, but... I'm playing this way, and I'm playing in the World Series of Poker. I'm going to be out there while it's going on, get myself in one of the smaller events, play some of the side events, go out there, get some good company, good food, good drink, good times. Get in my time at the World Series of Poker. Queen Jack offsuit. Facing a limp under gun limps. We're in 1 off the button. We're going to see a flop. We're going to call that, be in position with Queen Jack offsuit and see a flop. With 4 players, that flop did not connect. But being last to act, we might throw something out at that. Or we might just check that and see what we get at the turn for free. I have 60 chips in this pot. And while that's gone, the odds to win this is kind of low. He will bet out at that. Allows me to get out of the way. I'm just going to avoid that big chip, that big stack right there. Going to fold Queen 9. An hour and 6 minutes left on late registration. Oh, man. As if it matters. We got 32 people have come and gone on this thing, so 2 people have already rebought into this. We're at the bottom of the stack here on the bottom of the heap of this 30-person tournament right now. We've paid $11 to participate in this madness. We are playing right now for a prize pool of $1,500 guaranteed. The overlay, not even close.